Gareth Southgate has started his England revolution with evolution. Every new manager brings his own style, his own ideas and, of course, his own promises for a new dawn for England. And without falling into too much of a familiar trap, it does feel slightly different with Southgate because this England manager is brave and honest enough to face up to familiar failings. England have fallen down the pecking order in football terms. You cannot hide the fact England lost to Iceland in Euro 2016, and no one will forget the worst ever performance in a World Cup finals after failing to even get out of the group in 2014. Former England boss Roy Hodgson is still coming up with excuses, bleating about criticisms over corners and team selection as being irrelevant and dishonest. If only England managers were more open and honest like Southgate, then perhaps there would be a realization of where we are rather than trying to give out false hope and expectations, which only paves the way for bigger disappointments. Southgate admitted last week, "We've won 3 knockout games in 25 years and the last one was in 2006. Whatever we think we are as a nation, we've not been delivering. We seem to have won medals in almost every other sport and ours is the missing piece. At last we have a manager who is not trying to dress up England as anything other than underperforming superstars, most of whom play in the best and richest league in the world." What is perhaps different about Southgate is that he does not go by reputation. Rather than wait on Wayne Rooney's fitness, he left him out of the squad and called up under-21 graduates Nathan Redmond and James Ward-Prowse. There is an opportunity now for players to evolve through the system because Southgate, having been under-21 boss, sees the value of a pathway and rewarding the players who do well for England at all age groups. That is why he views this summer's Euro under-21 championships as important for the development of those age group players, and why Marcus Rashford, despite being in the seniors, should be involved. Finally, we might see a change in the route to getting into the senior setup. We might see England trying to emulate Spain and Germany in the style of player, how we produce them, and also the finished article. It is something Southgate is keen to learn from, and mentality, together with better cooperation between the FA and Premier League, are ideals that the England manager views as essential if we are to end the years of hurt. Southgate said, "I think over the last 10 years there has been emphasis on a more technical type of player, and then I think the diversity of our country has now given us strong, powerful athletes as well. I think it is a really interesting period for us in terms of the types of players that are coming through in the academies. Some of those things have started, the reform of the academies, the improved focus on coaching, which is a process Germany went through. We've probably got some work to do in terms of the connection between the DFB and Bundesliga is immensely strong, and the opportunity for the young German players to play in the league, there is a real buy-in on that, partly because of the ownership model of the clubs. I think we can learn from their mentality. When we've played German teams, they just have that belief in the way they play. We won't get there overnight, but I think we've got players who are able to do that.